News. Traffic and Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
Have you ever heard of this guy?
It's Todd. It's Todd, honey.
He's funny.
Mondays through Friday.
5 to 7.
On the radio?
You can tell she likes Todd for Todd. It's a nut. Real character, that one.
Todd, let's do this.
Get the show started.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. Everybody pull out your 2026 bingo cards. If in one of those squares it says Wallaby on the loose in Dayton, make your mark. What on earth? I'm sure you've heard by now a wallaby got loose this morning down by Sinclair Community College. We've been talking about it all day long. There's video of it. I just posted video. I know there's a lot out there, but this was the official wallaby video from Sinclair Community College. And you can see it on my Facebook. They got him going right down the road by Sinclair. And I guess he may have crossed over a bridge at one point. That is crazy. It happened at 8:30 this morning. And I know the story's been talked about quite a bit, and people have been sharing it. But in case you missed it, this wallaby belongs to a woman by the name of Carolyn Reno. She is the chair of veterinarian technology at Sinclair. And she brings Kipper the wallaby. Originally, we had it as Skippy. It's Kipper. But she brings Kipper to Sinclair to high school students who visit the college and have an interest in the vets program. Okay. He's been there many times, but today he did something he never did. Reno says she turned around to close the door, and he jumped up and made a break. Broke apart his kennel and took off down the road. Yeah. She says Kipper stopped a couple of times. We get it. Kipper stopped a couple of times, I guess probably just to look around, say, hey, this doesn't seem normal that I'm out of my kennel outside. What's going on? But then Kipper made a break, took off down the road. I guess he was gone for a good hour and 20 minutes. And then they found Kipper in the area of the Montgomery County Job and Family Services building on Edward C. Moses. So, yeah, he had to have crossed a bridge. I mean, that's a good mile or so, I think. So I'm curious if anybody might have been downtown in that area this morning. It's 8:30, so it was a little bit after, rush hour per se. But if anybody saw the wallaby, you were driving downtown for some reason, and then all of a sudden, what did I just see? If you had a wallaby encounter, a wandering wallaby. Let's see. Kipper was found, like I said, about an hour and 20 minutes later. Reno, the owner, says that he's okay. He's very nervous. He needs to calm down a little bit, but he's doing very well. I'll just say I'm glad that Kipper was found safe. And I did have the thought, boy, I bet Kipper might be a little frightened and not sure what's going on. But there's also a part of me that does the show here that wishes Kipper was still out there on the loose. And we could have Wallaby Watch 2026. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping that the Wallaby would avoid capture. And all day long, we would be on Wallaby Watch. And we could do it right here on the show. But They got him. So, and I can't think of the last time that we had a wild animal like that loose in Dayton. I know technically he's not a wild animal. He is a wild animal, but he is a pet to somebody. But still has a mind of its own. I can't think of when was the last time we had anything like that? Did we have any wild animals in the last 10 years on the loose? I don't think so. I mean, maybe the occasional cow gets out of its pen or a pig. I think there was a pig loose the other day. I saw that on WHIO.com. But a pig is much different than a wallaby. That's for sure. But the video's entertaining to watch. So if you want to see it, it's on my Facebook. 937-957-1290. Maybe you remember when we last had a wild animal on the loose in Dayton. I can't think of one.
Start the car.
You crashed the car. In local news, a spectacular car crash.
House car.
Todd on the live stream just mentioned the bear. I guess, yeah, the bear last year. Remember, there was a black bear. But I'm thinking more of the lines of somebody having an unusual wild animal as a pet, and it getting loose, right? Or it escapes from a zoo or petting, something like that. The black bear was just kind of it's in the wild, right? And it just kind of migrated his way this way. But I'm thinking like a zebra, right? Somebody's got a zebra and it gets loose. There's farms around here I've seen with llamas and alpacas. That's what I'm talking about. Like somebody's alpaca packs up and takes off. That's what I'm thinking. We got a couple of updates here on cars into buildings. So last night, I got a message from Edgehead Timothy, and Timothy was calling out a neighbor. They live in Harrison Township. He sent me a picture. He showed me or told me the name of the street. I'm not going to mention that online or on air, but somebody in his neighborhood put a serious beat down on their garage door. Not good. And it's pretty extensive. But we count that because we have video evidence or photo evidence. It doesn't have to be reported in the news like many of these are on WHIO.com and here on the show. But I've said this before, if it is self-reported and we have photographic proof, I'll count it. So that happened sometime in the last week or so. I don't know the exact date, but that's number 38. And then last night in Centerville, a driver crashed into a home after dozing off behind the wheel. The crash was in the 150 block of Bristol Drive. Just about 10 p.m. when cops arrived, they found a black SUV inside the one-story home. There was a woman inside. I don't know if there were more than one person in there, but a woman who lives there sustained a head injury and was hospitalized, but she's expected to recover. The driver sustained a hand injury, but wasn't taken to the hospital. I guess inspectors came and they condemned the building until it could be repaired. Well, that sucks. Oh, my gosh. And it's unclear if the driver will be cited for the crash. Well, I'm no police officer, but I would think that if you fall asleep behind the wheel and crash into something, well, yeah, you should be cited. I don't know how you get out of that. But if you're keeping track, that is number 39 for the year. And I mentioned this yesterday. Last year, I think it was May 21st, we hit 37. So we're looking now at, I think somebody did the math and they posted it online, and I don't remember what it said, but I think we're averaging like 2.5 a week. That's pretty hefty. I mean, we're talking that this could end up, if that trend continues, 125, 130, 140, something like that, I think is what they said. But, 39 for the year. Elizabeth in New Carlisle. Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey, Todd, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Any wallabies out there in your neck of the woods?
No, but I'm glad because my daughter's allergic.
Wait a second. Your daughter's allergic to wallabies?
Wallabies and kangaroos.
Are you kidding me?
And dogs. No, we found out when we went down to Kentucky Down Under.
Okay.
That was the only animal that she touched, and she broke out horribly in a rash and welts. It was a mess.
Oh my gosh. Now I years ago I had one of those allergy tests where they like prick your back, and they drop a little and I found out that I was allergic to horses. But that is so random that that she would be allergic to wallabies and kangaroos.
Indeed.
Wow. Wow. Now, what is Kentucky Down Under? I've never heard of this before.
It's down by the Ohio Caverns, so it's just this whole little farm area, and it's all animals from Australia.
Really? So they would have to have kangaroos and wallabies, and they probably have a koala, right?
Yeah, they've got some dingoes and peacocks.
Dingoes and
I didn't
peacocks.
know peacocks were in Australia, but I guess so.
Crocodiles?
Yeah, pretty cool.
Crocodiles?
No.
Oh.
They didn't have any aquatic animals that I remember.
Oh, I would think. I mean, aren't crocodiles? I know they're not just native to Australia, but that's where the crocodile hunters was from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't have any though.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Elizabeth. I'm glad that they got the wallaby under wraps because I'd hate for your daughter to have a bad allergic reaction, especially going into the weekend.
I know that would be bad.
That would be bad.
So back in 2011.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, back in 2011, they had some exotic farm in Zanesville.
Oh, yeah.
The guy released 60 exotic animals.
Yeah, I remember that. We've talked about that on the show a number of times. There were lions and tigers and bears and all kinds of crazy animals.
Oh my.
Yeah, exactly.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
She nailed that one. That's awesome. It's Countdown to Splashdown. How's everybody doing tonight? Excuse me. All right. Sorry, guys. I was trying to find a clip. I remembered something from a couple of years ago. An animal on the loose.
It's 5:30 now. Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Yeah, we're gonna go have some fun, aren't we?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. We're talking about the wallaby that was on the loose this morning in downtown near Sinclair. And I'm trying to remember when the last time we had a wild animal sighting here in the Miami Valley. Not like the bear that was here last year that just wandered into our area, but I mean like a wild animal that was somebody's pet. And I recall one, but first I want to talk to Sean in Dayton. Hey, Sean.
Hey, Todd, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Do you have a memory of a wild animal being spotted here in Dayton?
You know, unfortunately, I don't in Dayton, but I'm from California, and I got a good story about an emu that got out.
Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Well, I grew up on a bird farm, had about 500 parrots, and along with that, we also had emus, rheas, and ostriches. And get woken up one morning about 6 o'clock from a neighbor, said, your emu's out running around. And there was about 4 of us. And I'm telling you, those things run. They'll run into a fence, fall down, and then go right up over it.
Wow.
So it took us about 3 hours. I finally got it. I tackled it, unfortunately, in a picket of stinging nettle.
Ooh.
But full body tackle, took him out, and it took 4 of us to carry that sucker back home. It was
wow.
It was a fiasco, and we had neighbors out taking pictures, and everyone was laughing, and it was out of control.
Crazy. Thank you for that, Sean. Here's what I remember, and I was trying to find the audio clip. A couple of years ago, up in Auglaize County, remember there were 2 kayakers, and they saw 2 alligators. And the woman who, one of the kayakers, it was her and her boyfriend or husband, I can't remember, called the show and told us about her gator encounter. Now, those alligators at some point had to be somebody's pet because, gators aren't from here. So somebody let those gators loose, and they were living at large in the river up there in Auglaize. I wonder if that person who called might be listening, just by chance. I mean, it's possible. Maybe you know that person. I was trying to find the clip in our archives real quick, and I couldn't do it. But yeah, there were a couple of alligators up there in Auglaize.
Sir, please identify yourself.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Well, who is this guy and where did he come from?
Maybe he escaped from the circus.
Locally grown, seriously funny
I mean, this guy is something else.
As for you, keep listening to the radio.
on WHIO.
It was the alligators. Yeah, I found clips of me talking about it, but I couldn't find the clip of her calling in. But I know she did. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was St. Mary's. Yeah, I don't. Let me see if I can. See if I can find it on my Facebook. Maybe I No. Let's see. No, it's man, I can't. Let's see. St. Mary's Alligator, May 2023. All right, let's go back into the archives. Oh, that's not what I wanted. All right, let's see. Downtown is Mobile. Oh man, I'm not. Well, I know the story, and I appreciate you posting that. I know the story. I'm just trying to find a clip of the woman who called in. Yeah, I'm just not. I'm not seeing it. I thought I would have marked it or put it in the description. Woman who saw alligator call show or something, but I'm not seeing it. I don't know. I don't know. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Well, Harvey, there was a supposed sighting. It was not. It was in the lake. There's like a little pond/lake behind where the Beaver Creek YMCA used to be on Grange Hall. And some kid said he saw something out there. And I guess he took a picture, but in the end, it was like a log or something.
All news,
Dayton's news,
all talk,
and talk.
all the time. The WHIO News Traffic and Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
And now, with your permission, I'm going to do my stuff.
Could this day get any more fantastic?
Let's get on with it.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is rolling on Facebook and YouTube. I have a current events quiz. And we have a pair of tickets to give away to see the Ultimate Kiss tribute band, Sweet Pain. They're going to be performing tomorrow night, St. Mary's Grand Opry House. 8 o'clock is showtime. If you'd like to take the quiz and win those tickets, now this is tomorrow night. It's in St. Mary's. So, I mean, if you live south of Dayton, it's a bit of a hike, but they're worth it. Just give us a call, 937-957-1290. Just be the sixth caller, and we'll hook you up. We have a Idiot of the Week to get to.
You are a stupid idiot!
Comes from upbringing. Parents are probably idiots too.
Idiot! Imbecile pig!
Wake up, idiot!
Silly dilly dopio. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's true.
Well, I saw this story, and it just made me chuckle. There is a Washington State Supreme Court, let me back up. There is a judge in the state of Washington, and the Washington State Supreme Court has decided to remove Judge David Ruzuma from his position after it was discovered, and he admitted that he forged an official document to obtain a $10 parking discount at a parking garage near the court. He used a forged employment verification letter complete with another judge's signature, stamp, and the official court seal to falsely claim eligibility for a county employee parking rate. What a cheapskate. And this guy operates a private law practice, owns a $1.4 million home, and apparently tried several times to convince the parking attendants that he was entitled to the discount, including showing the gate worker his judicial robe. Here's my robe. I'm a judge. Here's my robe. Let me see your gavel. Maybe then. No. But because he was a temporary judge, I guess a judge pro tem, he did not qualify for the benefit. A fact explained to him multiple times by the parking staff, but he wasn't going to take no for an answer. When he tried to use the fake document, the garage manager refused the letter and reported it, prompting an HR investigation. Now he's been removed from the bench. He's been a lawyer for nearly 30 years, continues to operate his law firm, but no longer a judge, all because he didn't want to pay regular parking for his gig. I mean, come on. I know judges. They do pretty well. I think you could afford it. Oh, we just lost our current events guy. I was about ready to go to him. Just take the first caller. We had a contestant and they hung up. So if you want to go tomorrow night, Sweet Pain, Look, I spent all day coming up with these stupid jokes for this current events quiz. I need somebody to take it. Somebody, anybody. If you got a pulse and a clear voice, we're waiting. We got somebody. Ian is quickly screening them, making sure that they are legitimate. Jamie in Huber Heights, are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, Jamie, thanks for coming to my rescue, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to give you some love right now. You seem like the kind of guy that if you found me floating out in the river, you'd throw me a life preserver.
I would throw you a life preserver, Todd.
Thank you so much. All right. So let's get going here with the current events quiz.
Oh my God! Listen, everybody! It's the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz.
Pop quiz, hot shot. Can you answer the question?
I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh? Now, here's your host, Todd Hollst.
Sponsored locally by Titan Graphics. Thank you, Norm Kelly, official announcer of the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz. Now, Jamie, you are playing for a pair of tickets to see Sweet Pain, the ultimate Kiss experience, tomorrow night at St. Mary's Grand Opry House at 8 o'clock, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to give you 3 questions. Well, but do you know how to play the current events quiz?
I do know how to play.
Okay, so for those who don't, you may be new to the show. I'm going to give Jamie 3 questions, 3 possible answers. And Jamie, tell everybody the answer's always
C.
That is correct. And tonight's questions have to do with
Breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law.
Question number 1. A woman was arrested after being found laying face down in a booth inside a Middlesburg, Ohio McDonald's. Cops say that she, A, fainted after hearing the ice cream machine was actually working, B, had one too many Filet-O-Fish sandwiches, or C, was passed out drunk on multiple cans of Four Loko.
I'm going to go with C.
You got it. Good guess. Good guess. Here's question number 2. 31-year-old Seattle woman is facing charges after cops say she used a toothbrush to A, pick a lock to break into a local dentist's office, B, carve the phrase "bite me" in a protected 400-year-old giant sequoia, or C. Oh, go ahead. What were you?
No, go ahead.
Or C, stab a guy in the head.
That's a tough one, but I'm going to go with C.
You got it. I'm assuming it wasn't like an electric toothbrush, like a real, powerful toothbrush. Probably hard bristles too. All right, here's question number 3. Georgia police arrested a 25-year-old man after they say he was caught on a store security camera 3 different times stealing A, change from the leave a penny, take a penny dish, B, a single banana 3 separate times, or C, nearly a dozen sex toys.
I'll go with C.
You got it. And I can only guess he stuffed them in his pants and smuggled them out. Congratulations, Jamie. You are the winner.
Thank you.
Hang on the line. Now, let me just tell you, the tickets are going to be at Will Call tomorrow night, okay, at the St. Mary's Opera House. You know where that is?
I do.
Okay, so they're going to be up there, and your name will be at the door. But we're going to get your information, and I'll send you a reminder email, okay?
All right. Thanks, Todd.
Yep, hang on, and there you go, Jamie. And thank you for bailing me out there. I really appreciate it. 937-957-1290 is our telephone number. We have some TikTok news.
TikTok, you don't stop to the hard TikTok, you don't stop to the hard TikTok, you don't stop to the hard TikTok, you don't stop.
There's a brand new social media trend that is making the circles, I guess. Is that right? Making the the rounds. That's what I was thinking of. And I saw this today on WHIO.com, and I was thinking, first of all, we need a new term for social media trend. I would like to call it social menacing. because these are all a menace to society. All of these stupid, stupid trends, like the ding dong ditch, where kids are ringing doorbells and taking off running like we used to do as a kid. But now the people are coming out of their houses with guns ablazing. That didn't happen when I was a kid. Police in Hilliard, Ohio, are warning about a viral social media trend that is popping up here in the Buckeye State. Cops say it's the door kick challenge, and it's causing damage to homes. They shared a photo online about the trend. The image shows people in masks whom police believe are teenagers. The department said they've received reports of people banging on doors and running off, but it goes beyond ding dong ditch. The door kick challenge is a nationwide social media menace in which pranksters are challenged to approach the front door of someone's home, kick it as hard as they can before taking off. Now, I got to be honest with you. I'm going to be upfront. I'm not a gun owner. And I would never just go out the front door guns blazing. However, I can completely see if somebody is beating the living daylights out of your front door that you would be ready to draw. It's a lot different than somebody ringing the doorbell like we used to do, ding dong, and you go and you hide behind the bushes. It's different. In this case, it sounds like somebody's trying to bust into your house. And we know about home invasions. It can cause extensive property damage, homeowner fear, and the potential for violent encounters. Of course, the department has encouraged parents to talk to their children about the dangers of the door kick challenge. So, just throwing it out there. If you've got a couple of rascals living in your house and you think, maybe I can see them doing that, you might have a conversation with them. Especially if they're on social media and they are known to do such crazy things, you might have a little chat.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
90 and 95.7 WHIO.
I almost forgot what it was like to have fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. I have a question. This is kind of an odd observation, or it's just a weird thing to talk about on this show, but I had somebody who's a friend of mine on Facebook comment this morning that they were at they were trying to find milk up north in, I guess, Allglaze. Yeah. The Wapakoneta and Sydney Walmarts were out of milk completely. And then somebody else just sent me a screenshot or a picture of the dairy department, and I don't know if it was in Piqua or where. This was Edgehead Clinton, who's from Piqua. Is there a milk shortage that I don't know about? I'm curious as to why that they would be completely out of milk. Is anybody else seeing this? Maybe it's just those stores, maybe there was a delay, or I don't know. I don't know if there was, I didn't see any stories about a dairy truck overturning, but I'm just curious if we are experiencing a milk shortage in Allglaze County. Maybe somebody knows. 937-957-1290.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
What's happening? Hey, Jonathan. Huh. So it was the Walmarts in Wapakoneta, Sydney, and Piqua. Interesting. Well, thank you, Rodney. I appreciate it. Rodney, Teresa. I don't know if Rodney or Teresa's typing, but thank you.
Scheduled news in less than 15 minutes and immediately when it breaks. I'm Ron Otto, 1290 and 95.7 WHIO. Dayton's news and talk depend on it.
WHIO is all news.
Dayton's news
all talk.
and talk.
All the time. The WHIO News Traffic and Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
Hey, it's 5 o'clock. Yeah, it's about that time.
I've been looking forward to it. Tell them about the radio show. Go ahead.
This is my favorite time of the day.
It's a good time. You know what I mean?
Just 2 hours.
Oh, yeah, go time.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
All together now, Tiny Kangaroo down, sport. Tiny Kangaroo down. Tiny Kangaroo down, sport. Tiny Kangaroo down.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 6, or 5 to 7. That little liner that just played that says it's 5 o'clock, I got to fix that. Ian, please make a note of that. Thank you very much. That should only be playing at 5 o'clock. But that's on me. That's on me. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. We've been talking a little bit about it tonight. If you're just joining the show, of course, Wallaby Watch 2026. It only lasted about an hour and 20 minutes. I mean, I'm glad the little guy was captured and he's safe and didn't get in any accidents out there or have any crazy encounters with people downtown. But I am a little disappointed that it only lasted an hour and 20 minutes. If you don't know what we're talking about, where have you been? This morning around 8:30, there was a report on police scanners of a kangaroo on the loose in downtown. So I happened to see this on Reddit. I was perusing the Dayton Reddit forums, and somebody said, not a joke, report of a kangaroo on the loose. So I contacted the breaking news desk here at WHIO, and I'm like, hey, I know this is going to sound crazy, but have you got a report of a kangaroo downtown? And they're like, yep, we do. They were on it. And turns out that this was a wallaby, not a kangaroo. And there is a big difference between a kangaroo and a wallaby. And I learned about that this afternoon. Now, I've seen kangaroos that are like 6-7 feet tall. Have you seen these monsters? They're like king kangaroos. Wasn't anything like that. It was a little wallaby that is small enough that you can hold. It was cute. It was cuddly. And his name, Kipper. But he was on the loose from about 8:30 until about, 9:45 or so, 9:50. The wallaby belonged to a veterinary technology professor at Sinclair by the name of Carolyn Reno. And she brings Kipper in, and I'm assuming this is a pet. Can you have I guess you can have a wallaby as a pet. I didn't know. But she brings it into the school for high school students who come to visit Sinclair who might be interested in becoming a vet tech. And I'm sure, what a cool thing, right? You're a high school student, you're thinking about a career working with animals, and you show up, and what do you know? There's a wallaby. That's pretty cool. But I guess today he got loose. He's been down there a number of times, and she says that when she went to close the car, he jumped up and broke apart his kennel and took off down the street. And there's great video, by the way, of the wallaby down the middle of the road. I forget which road goes right by Sinclair, but it looked familiar. I took some classes there years ago. I was familiar. I just can't remember the name of the road. But anyway, you could see him. You can see him sprinting away or bouncing away. He was found an hour and 20 minutes later in the area of the Montgomery County and Family Services building on Edward C. Moses. Now, that means that this kipper went across the bridge. He went across a bridge and found his way down Edwin C. Moses, which I think is kind of ironic because, you know, Edwin C. Moses was the Olympian from Dayton who was he was a runner, like a sprinter and or a high jump. Oh, my gosh. He was high jump. He wasn't a, hey, Ron, I know you're, hey, real quick. Ron, you remember Edwin C. Moses, the Olympian? Wasn't he a high jumper or a hurdler? He was a hurdler. This just dawned on me. He was a hurdler, wasn't he?
Oh, yes.
So,
yes, he was.
Kipper, the Wallaby, was captured on Edwin C. Moses Boulevard.
You can't make this up.
And he was a hurdler.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. It just came to me.
Isn't that something? You're the first one to come up with that because I didn't make the connection either.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
Man, oh, man. That did you see the video of this?
Yes.
Finally?
Yes. That's good stuff.
It is kind of amusing, you know. And I was hoping last hour, I mentioned this, I was hoping that somebody would call in and say that they had a Kipper the Wallaby encounter. Yeah. Like maybe they were downtown, you know, driving around doing whatever.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you're driving along and of all of the things that you would not expect to see, a kangaroo / wallaby would be it.
Right up there.
Yeah.
Right up there.
So, yeah. All right.
You would probably see Edwin C. Moses before you would see a wallaby
Very
in downtown
likely.
Dayton.
Very likely. Is he still alive? I have no idea.
I believe he is.
Yeah.
I believe he is. Yeah.
Wow.
That guy went like 10 years without losing a race. Do you know that?
That is crazy.
And absolutely amazing.
And not to bring up a dark part of this, but wasn't he also busted at one time for something?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know about that part.
Oh, well,
No.
we'll have to Google it during the commercial break. But yeah,
leave it to you to turn it down.
I know. But I thought I think that's crazy. I didn't make that connection that Edwin C. Moses hurdler, and that's where where we have the sound effects, right? Yeah. That's where he was captured.
That's crazy.
He was doing the hurdles and they tackled him and cuffed him.
How many hours since this thing went hopping down the street? And you're the first one really to make that connection.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for that, Ron. I appreciate it. Maybe somebody did. Maybe somebody had an encounter with Kipper. That'd be kind of cool. What a great story. Here's a great story. I saw this online. This is a teaching assistant in England. He's about to get married, and he decided that he was going to go through some of his old Pokemon cards to see if he could sell any to make a little money to pay for his wedding. Now, I don't know anything about Pokemon cards other than the fact that there are some that are very, very rare and very, very valuable. So he went to his mom's house and went up into the attic where he had boxes of these Pokemon cards. And he brought him down, and it turns out that he has 3 Charizard. Is that it? Charizard cards. And one of them, let's see, they're in mint condition. One is the Skyridge Charizard Holo Pokemon card, which sells for anywhere between $10,000 and $15,000. Holy cow. There's another one, a near mint copy of the same card, which could go for $12,500. That is insane. I don't get it. I understand. For some reason, I understand baseball cards being valuable like that more than I think of Pokemon cards. I don't know why. One seems legitimate, the other seems ridiculous. But I understand there are bazillions of Pokemon fans out there that are probably like, you bite your tongue. It's not ridiculous. A third, a reverse holo, don't know what that is. of the same card is estimated to sell between $2,000 and $2,700. So in total, this guy has about $30,000 worth of Pokemon cards and 3 cards. That'll pay for a wedding for sure. But maybe, I don't know, maybe you probably know more about these Pokemon cards and their value than what I do. 937-957-1290. We have a Dumb Ways to Die.
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
Well, when we talk about dumb ways to die, we're not mocking these people or making fun of their untimely demise. We're sharing their story of woe as a cautionary tale for you when you're out and about running around doing your life. You got to pay attention to what's going on, or you could, fight it at any moment. This is probably one of the craziest dumb ways to die story that I've ever had. And I want to reiterate, not mocking, but this is really a dumb way to go out. A pastor in Great Britain has been charged with gross negligence and manslaughter after a man died during a baptism ceremony. The 61-year-old from Brixton, London, died from drowning. The man by the name of Robert Smith had reportedly traveled to Birmingham to be baptized, according to a Facebook post at the time of his death, which said he'd been a member of this particular church, the Life Changing Ministries, for 4 years. The ceremony was carried out by Life Changing Ministries in a small children's pool. A children's pool? Like one of those little plastic, in somebody's garden. What's more, the baptism event was streamed live on the church's Facebook page, but the stream was cut during the event and the video later removed when the man drowned. Now, how does that happen? I understand. I've been baptized. You get in the water, they push into the water, they pull you out. How does that happen? The pastor, a woman by the name of Cheryl Bartley, was charged with 1 count of gross negligence, manslaughter, in relation to her role as a pastor during the baptism. She'll face a judge in May. What? How does that even happen? Especially in a children's pool. Now, I understand, they say you can drown in like a very, very small amount of water. Like you could fall in your shower and you could technically drown. But this guy wasn't by himself. I mean, he was being baptized, and I'm assuming, the pastor was right there. There were people watching. Nobody went over and said, let's pull him out. Again, not mocking, but that is a dumb way to go out.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Who, Todd? Okay, yeah, he's a lot of fun.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Oh, holographic. Well, that makes sense. Shiny cardboard. I get it. All right, well. Clinton, you know what? I just tossed it. I just tossed the story. It was a Charizard, a Skyridge Charizard. I think is what it was called. The Skyridge Charizard. And it was in mint condition. I don't know. It said it didn't give the grade, but it just said that the value was estimated between I think it was 12 and 15,000. And then he had the same card, but it was near mint. Oh no, it said graded. It said mint. It was mint. The first one was mint. The second one was near mint. And then the third was I think the same card, but it was a hologram or something. Oh yeah, it's awful. Yeah.
IO.
Stay here and have some fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Well, of course, this weekend it is the Masters. And they have a very, very strict policy that you're not allowed to have cell phones. I'm assuming on property. Maybe it's just the course, but I don't think so. I think it's like you can't have cell phones anywhere. And I don't think it's because, I mean, I guess it partially could be because of people taking pictures and recording video or whatever, but you're not even allowed to be talking on it. And former major champion, and I remember this guy, Mark Calcavecchia, this past Tuesday, he was kicked out of Augusta National Golf Club for violating its no phone policy. The 13-time PGA champion, tour winner, and the 1989 British Open champion was removed from the grounds by security 2 days before play, or this was a couple of days ago, of course, but days before the first round of the 90th Masters tournament. Golf Week said it reached out to Calcavecchi and asked for an explanation, which he refused. That would suck. But he did say, I've got nothing negative to say about Augusta National Golf Club and the Masters, so I think we should literally hang up right now, which he did. The Masters has AT&T as its champion partner. As a top-tier sponsor, the company provides banks of phones that patrons can use to make calls. However, the club strictly prohibits the use of cell phones, laptops, tablets, and two-way pagers in an effort to maintain a traditional atmosphere. Wow. Violation of the policy can result in immediate expulsion and loss of tickets. A former Golf Channel broadcaster, Charlie Reimer, lost his credential in 2011 after he stepped outside the media center to set up at Augusta National to talk on his cell phone. Then golfer Keegan Bradley, told Golf Week that he once drove his sister on the property and she was caught with a cell phone in the clubhouse. They were going to kick her out, but she started to cry. They let her put her phone in her purse. Safekeeping. Well, Calcavecchi should have started crying. Maybe that would have kept him from getting kicked out. That's funny.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Who, Todd? Okay, yeah, he's a lot of fun.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Clinton, here's a question. So could each card have be this character, but have different different features? Like it says Fire Blast, discard an energy card attached to Chazard and then the number 40. Could there be some that are 50 or 60? I don't. Dragon Tail, flip 2 coins. This attack does 50 damage times the number of heads. Huh. Boy, I just don't know, man. I don't know how any of that works. Ah. Yeah, you know what, Kelly? It's funny you mentioned that. I was thinking about that earlier today when I saw what time it was coming down. I was like, oh man, that would have been cool.
WHIO is all news.
Dayton's news
all talk.
And talk.
All the time. The WHIO News Traffic and Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
Don't hesitate to call.
You call me. You better call me.
Damn it, get me a phone.
Call me on my radio.
I'm gonna call you.
You got him on the radio?
You won't make a simple phone call?
What is wrong with you?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Well, the countdown to splashdown is on. NASA's Artemis 2 mission is coming to an end here shortly. Around 8:07 p.m. is when the Orion capsule is supposed to splash down off the coast of California near San Diego. I saw that people living in San Diego can expect to hear a sonic boom as the spacecraft re-enters Earth's atmosphere. And Kelly on the live stream made a good point. Last week here on the show, last Wednesday, we broadcast during the show, during the Evening Edge, we had the launch, had the countdown and everything. It was really cool. And it's just unfortunate that the splashdown is happening after the show is over. So we're not going to be able to watch the splashdown. But as a consolation, there you go. There's your splashdown. 937-957-1290. Clinton and Piqua. What's up, Clinton?
You got a topic that's in my realm of expertise here, Todd.
I know. Well, you've been on the show many times, and I know from your comments on the live stream that you are a gamer. Like what do they call it? What do they call them?
Tabletop.
Is it RPG?
No, just tabletop TCG, which is trading card games. I'm a competitive. I used to play competitive Magic the Gathering. So
okay, so we have this story about this guy who found these Pokemon cards, 3 cards, with an estimated value of $31,000. So you sent me a picture of one of these cards or a similar type of card, and I couldn't make heads or tails of exactly what it's all about. So
my guess is so there are different websites that value cards at different prices. Usually I use a website called TCG Player.
Okay.
So you punch in the name of the card, it'll give you the market value of the card, what the last sales of that card were. So the card that you were describing, my guess is if they were valued in that range, my guess is he found slabs, which slabs are cards that have been graded.
Okay.
They send it off to a service like PSA or Beckett.
Okay. Yeah.
Or one of the other services. They put the card under a microscope. They look at the centering. They look at see if there's any scratches in it. They see any damage at all. They give it a grade. The highest you can get with a PSA is a Gem Mint 10. And then they stick it in a plastic slab, which they put it in a press, plastic slab. Put what it is, what the grade is, and usually the graded cards sell for higher than what like a raw card were. Now the card you described, like I said, I found it on TCG Player. That one was actually showing as damaged, and it was like $3,500.
Huh. Interesting. All right, but still, I mean, he wants to sell these to make money to pay for his wedding, and my thought was, well, if you've got 3 cards that could be in the thousands, right? They could be several thousand with all of the other cards that he has. He may have boxes and boxes of these.
I've seen sets like people will find like original sets of Magic. I think we're talking like alpha and beta sets, sealed boxes.
Wow.
And I've seen them brought in the shops. Like when I was playing one Friday night, guy brought in a box just sealed of alpha.
Now go ahead.
The shop owner was like, there's no way I can make you a fair price for this. The guy went and sold it online and paid his house, his kids' tuition. I mean, these things go for
this is interesting. And I don't know if you heard me saying this. It's like I used to be into baseball cards, right? Mm-hmm. And there are some baseball cards that have great value. I think the most valuable cards that I ever had were a set of Babe Ruth cards that were sent out to people who bought the Baby Ruth Babe Ruth had a candy, not Baby Ruth, but he had a candy back in the 20s. And if you bought them and you would mail in whatever it is, the receipt or whatever it was, they would send you these cards. And I had a set that I got at an auction for several $100s that I turned around and sold for like $1,500. So that's the most I've ever had as far as a card goes. And I said, just a little while ago, it was like, I can understand the value of baseball cards, but I don't quite get these cards. But let me explain. I've seen the light, Clinton. I've seen the light. Because here's the thing.
Definitely.
You can't play with baseball cards.
Right.
You can't, there's no intrinsic value to them other than just looking at them and reading the stats and admiring them and say, oh, that was my favorite player or whatever it is. But if you're playing a competitive game and you're really, really competitive, these cards, that's what you want. You want these cards because they help you win the game.
Right. It's a game piece.
There's more value to it than just looking at it and going, oh, look at that dragon or whatever that is. It's
like my buddy's a collector. He plays the game, but he also collects. He throws them in a binder, and that's his collection. My collection's I like playing the game. That's what my collection is in my decks. I like playing the game. That's where the value is for me, is the game piece.
Right. That makes sense. That makes so much more sense than baseball cards.
And then, like I said, I used to play competitively. So I'd go to tournaments where the top prize is $5,000, $6,000, $10,000, $15,000 if you win the whole thing. So
wow. So like a professional, it's like a professional gaming type of thing.
There is a professional Magic the Gathering League. There is a professional Pokemon League. There is a professional. Now the Disney Lorcana has taken off their card game. There's a pro league for that now.
Very interesting. I drive by the place in it's near Oakwood, Bell Book and Comic. Yeah. And sometimes when I drive by there in the evening, it is just packed. Mm-hmm. And I know that they're not all in there buying comic books, but I know they're in there gaming. Yep. It's just wall to wall. Yeah.
Stop by one. Like I said, there's several in the area. There's Epic Loot. There's No Limit down in Kettering. There's Bell Book and Comic, like I said, Mavericks.
Yeah.
There's a few up here, and so there's one in Sydney that I go to a lot. Just stop in, and it's pretty. Just even if you're not a gamer, it's just cool to learn and see what they have.
Just kind of interesting to see what's going on. All right, cool. Yep. All right, Clinton, I appreciate the insight. Say, have a good weekend, and happy birthday to your wife. 937-957-1290. We had some breaking the law news here.
Breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law.
By the way, usually at about this time on Friday, we started the Evening Edge Local Music Showcase. Just around this time is usually when we would do it. I got sidetracked today doing some stuff here at the station, and I totally spaced. I'm just being honest. I promise the Evening Edge Music Showcase will return next Friday, as will Hot Hat Friday. I got totally sideways today. Stuff was going on, and I just totally missed it. So I promise to do better next Friday. Here's this story. This is from Hatboro, Pennsylvania. And I'd like to know how somebody might steal 96 bananas. This was at a Wawa, and two men are accused of stealing approximately 96 bananas from a Wawa convenience store. Now, I've never been in the Wawa that opened up in Huber Heights. I've never been in a Wawa. So I don't know what kind of produce section they have, but doesn't it seem odd that a gas convenience store might have close to 100 bananas in stock? For some reason, I think, okay, maybe a couple of bunches of bananas. And here's the other question. Now, these two guys were drunk. They were identified on camera. Cops went and talked to them, and they agreed that they would pay for the stolen bananas. and Wawa agreed not to press charges, which I thought, okay, that's great. Way to go, Wawa. But how do you get out of a store with 96 bananas? There's only 2 of them. And even if each of you are carrying 4 bunches of bananas, that's not 96 bananas. How did they get out of the store with 96 bananas? That's security footage I'd like to see. But yeah, they were drunk at the time when they stole the bananas. Let's see, where's this place at? It's Hatboro, Pennsylvania. It's 17 miles north of Philly. The theft happened on April 4th. Police said the pair fled the scene with the fruits stuffed in a black Hyundai Santa Cruz. Now, I guess they could have been in boxes, and they just carried the boxes out to their car. But though I've never been in a Wawa, I know what they look like. I mean, that would be kind of hard to do. I feel like somebody at Wawa would stop you. You're not going to sneak out with 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 crates of bananas. But they managed to do it. But fortunately, they won't have a police record for stealing the bananas. What am I listening to now?
What is this? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Now from the WHIO News Center, the 3
Springfield, WHIO-FM, Pleasant Hill.
Temperatures will slowly rise into the 80s by Sunday. We'll have the latest at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Ooh, we're going to have so much fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. I was just asking, how could two drunk guys possibly sneak 96 bananas out of a Wawa? This happened in Pennsylvania, but Edgehead Todd on the live stream, I think he nailed it. They were both probably wearing a hard hat, and one of them had a clipboard. Oh, maybe one of those fluorescent reflective safety vests, a ladder, right? That's a good one. I like that idea. I saw this story. I love this. You know, we have the Evening Edge Pothole Patrol, which I'd like to remind people that when you're out and about driving around, if you come across a really, really bad pothole on a, highly traveled road, please call us. Call the show, 937-957-1290, because we want to let the other Edgeheads know that there's possible danger out there. You're doing your Edgehead, fellow Edgeheads a big favor. So, in the future, moving forward, whole deal. You see a pothole, you call the show. But this got my attention. This is in Brooklyn, New York. There's a guy there by the name of Javier Yat. Y-A-T. I guess that's how you pronounce his last name, Yat. And he's a 23-year-old mechanic. And the New York Post did a story on this. He's lining his pockets with cash after he set up a tire station, like a little lemonade stand, but it's a tire station next to a huge pothole in Brooklyn. Yat works out of his van and typically runs out of replacement tires each night. He says, quote, I have to pay a runner to go back and forth to the shop for me and pick up what I need. I think the pothole is approximately 60 square inches and 12 inches deep, a foot deep. And the city of New York is not filling it. He arrives to the air around 12:30 a.m., stays until 10 a.m. He changes between 15 and 20 tires each night, and he charges between $150 and $300 per tire. Wow, that is very entrepreneurial of him. You just wait for somebody to fall into the pothole trap. Hey, I can take care of you. You can stay in your car. I got you. That'll be $350, please. Well, have a terrific weekend. We'll be back on Monday just after 5. Don't forget, you can get the podcast of this show at eveningedgetodd.com and many other podcast platforms. Have a terrific evening. And don't forget, coming up just after 8 o'clock, it's the big Artemis 2 splashdown party. I'm sure all the TV stations will be carrying it.
And with that, folks, I thank you for listening.
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 Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you for listening. Listen, I'm probably making a bigger deal about this than I need to. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you again soon.
All right, everybody. Have a good one. See ya.